Hi, we're Carmen.
And Terry. We're taking a break from the LA hustle and grind.
And from our work in the film industry.
To explore the world.
And for an opportunity to expand our hearts and spirits, nomadically.
Please join us on our journey.
We're so excited to share with you.
Hey guys! We are fully recovered from the wedding.
Yes.
And we're sitting here just in a lot of gratitude for what happened a month ago now at this point.
Yes, day before yesterday was a month.
Yeah, we've been married for a month and 2 days now. We made it.
Happy anniversary!
Yeah, okay. Listen, it wasn't too bad. The water's warm, it feels good. It went pretty fast. And we have a whole bunch of stuff to share with you guys too about our honeymoon and our move. Yeah. But first things first, we want to start thanking everybody who was involved with making our day very, very special.
We would not have had the wedding that we had if it weren't for all of these people pitching in and just giving us so much love and support. Our budget was really tight. We were struggling.
It was tight.
It was and it wasn't. Like, I started out saying, I don't want to spend over $2,000 on this wedding. That was like,
and then the next hour it went to $5,000.
I just snorted.
Yep.
Because Terry said, well, how about $5,000? I was mad, literally mad. Like, I don't want to spend that much money because we'd put money away for our move. And so we had a little nest egg put away. And I really didn't want to go in to that nest egg for the wedding. I really did not. But we felt like we really wanted to share this day with all of our friends and family in LA before we moved. And my gosh, it was the most magical day of my life.
It was money well spent. Money well spent.
Yeah.
So we're not going to rebuild the budget, but it was way more than $5,000.
It was more than $5,000. But for the kind of wedding that we had, it would have been at least 30, and we didn't go there.
No.
And it's all due to all of our friends and family who helped to make our wedding spectacular.
Yes.
Just spectacular.
They showed up and showed out,
Yeah.
and we want to start thanking people just individually because
Yeah.
we just feel like we owe you that seriously.
We absolutely do. So we didn't want to have a traditional bridal party.
Or a groom party. Is that what it's called? Is it called
Bridal party.
Groomsmen.
Wedding party.
Wedding party.
Yeah, groomsmen, bridesmaids. Because we were afraid people were going to get mad at us.
Yeah, too many. I wasn't trying to burn any bridges, and I'm close with a lot of people, as is Carmen, and we didn't want anybody to, I guess, feel slighted or put in a hierarchy or whatever. So
yeah, because we love everybody equally.
Yeah, definitely.
Terry has a lot of best friends, and so do I.
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
And I have a lot of sisters too, and
I got a lot of cousins too.
Right, and so we were like, oh, let's not do that.
Right.
But how it worked out was my unofficial bride crew happened to all be at our engagement when Terry surprised all of us and popped the question and asked me to become his wife.
I did that.
Yeah, you did do that.
I did that.
And so some of the people who I love the most were just there, and they ended up calling and like, what can we do? Tell us what to do. And they did. They just showed up. And when they gave me my bridal shower, they bought these little crowns and it said bride crew. So they became my bride crew, and they really took care of us. Like, they really made this wedding what it was. They, from the original Zoom call to setting everything up, to all of the flower arrangements, all of the decorations, printing pictures, showing up and putting, I didn't do anything on the day. I just showed up, and they took care of absolutely everything. So to my bride crew, Michelle, Cito, Rosetta, Kelly, Marie, Kate, and Megan.
Yes, that is the bride crew. They showed up and showed out. I was very surprised by how beautiful everything looked. They put together a charcuterie board that I watched. I walked in and I couldn't even believe it was my wedding. It was our wedding. I said, "Whose wedding is this? Because this is not my wedding. Because this looks expensive."
This look expensive.
Yeah, for sure.
Expensive for sure.
Yeah. So no, I was dazed, and just even from the exterior design, it looked amazing.
The table settings,
yeah, it was
everything. Meg did an amazing job on all the tables outside. Rosetta and Michelle did the charcuterie boards. Rosetta did that amazing arch. Her and also her partner John Call. He was amazing. Yeah. They literally found driftwood on the beach and built that amazing arch out of driftwood. Yeah. Put it in John's truck, and they killed that. Yeah, killed it.
It looked very expensive.
Very expensive. So. And Kate choreographed the wedding. She's a professional choreographer. And Marie did all the signs. She's an artist, and everybody did their share. Cito decorated the whole cake room and made it beautiful, printed up all these pictures. Everybody did such a phenomenal job. They just really made it happen. At home, packing up all the boxes, painting. Kelly was painting vases and stuff. Everybody did an amazing job. Amazing.
Yeah, it was great. So
yeah.
Thank you, bride crew.
Thank you, bride crew.
The next person we want to thank is Randall Kroon, who is our brother-in-law.
Our brother-in-love.
Yes. And he's married to my sister, and he was our officiant.
Yes, he was.
And we watched the wedding footage many times, and we were still floored by how official and amazing, and he was just
such a natural.
Very natural at handling that role.
We always every time we watch it, we look at each other and we're like, Randall.
Wow.
Just Randall.
So yeah, he was so good. So
perfect.
Perfect. So we thank you so much, Randall, for that. We were on a budget, so we didn't have, it's funny because I'm a filmmaker and I didn't have anybody set up to film our wedding.
Like, why did we not think of that?
Right.
We never even thought of somebody to film it.
Right.
We thought about photography, but nobody to film it.
So because I'm a filmmaker, I hang with other filmmakers, and one of my friends showed up and just picked up his phone and shot the whole wedding.
Without even having to be asked or anything. He just took it upon himself and filmed it and then sent us the footage.
So his name is Tech Holmes, and Tech, I owe you $1 million. That was so sweet. He just came in, like Carmen said, he took it upon his own and just picked up his phone and started filming the whole wedding. So all the footage that you see is courtesy of Tech.
Tech money.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I got you, C.
Hey.
You looking good, brother.
Yeah.
So it all looks great, and he knew how to, what shots to get, even the cutaways and stuff. So thank you, Tech Money. I appreciate it.
And the cute thing is, everybody kept asking, do I recognize him? Was he from the real world?
Yeah, Tech was he was in the real world, Hawaii, and he was in a couple of movies. He was in the original Van Wilder movie, so he's a very recognizable face. And he's a host too, so he just knew how to make sure we had the right footage to put together.
And the coolest part of, even though he's, in front of the camera, he was super comfortable being behind the camera and making us the stars of our day. Thank you, Tech.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
We would also love to thank Sean Holland, who was our MC.
Yes.
Now, mind you, I didn't even think about having an MC at our wedding. I didn't think about it. Remember, the budget was originally super tight. It just kept going up because everything just cost money. Rosetta said, how about an MC? I was like, oh, an MC. And then I said, oh my God, Terry, Sean would be amazing. And he was already coming to the wedding. Sean has been like a brother to me for over 20 some years, and he's also happens to be married to my best friend Cito. And Sean is just all charisma and personality and big. He is just a star, which he also is.
Yeah, he's when they say MC, they say master of ceremonies, and he was definitely that. He held the crowd in his hand and molded the way that ceremony went, and gave us the energy, gave the people in the crowd the energy, and just made sure that there was a lot of love during our ceremony and after our ceremony.
Yeah.
And we super duper appreciate that. And he didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't.
So
he was a guest.
Yeah, he was
He's
a guest. But
our brother.
Yeah, but he showed up and showed out.
You want to come hang out with Pop Pop? You can help me MC. Oh, and I got chicken tacos. And we got beans and rice and all the fixings on the side. Everybody make some noise for Marie. She been here since 10 a.m. setting all this stuff up, making sure everything looks good.
Sean also was in the TV series Clueless.
And the movie.
Yeah, and the movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things. Sean is just awesome.
Yeah.
He is a superstar in our hearts and our spirits and in real life.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sean.
Thank you so much,
You
Sean.
really didn't have to do that, and we're so grateful. Thank you for that
so
gift.
Grateful. Thank you, bro. And next, so we want to thank my cousins who all flew in from Indianapolis, Indiana. Reggie, Mike, Christian, and Jordan. They came in and they were just going to be guests, but since they're all about 6'5" and up,
about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, they all came in and helped us set up the day before and the day of the wedding, and we needed every hand we could.
Yeah.
And we couldn't have got any of that done without them. And it was just so I was so blessed to have them there to experience our day, and Reggie and Mike, to have them in the room with me when I was getting dressed was extra sweet. And we even said a prayer before we walked out. So, like, your cousins are like your siblings, mine are. So we all grew up together, and to have them there for that day was super, super sweet and special to me. So thank you guys. I love you guys for showing up for that day. Oh, and because I was rushing that day, I forgot, because I drove the U-Haul to the wedding, and I got there early and I helped set up a lot of stuff. And because I had to go back to my house and take a shower and then come back to the ceremony, I actually forgot my belt and I forgot my watch. And right when I was getting dressed, I realized it, and my cousin Mike just started taking off his belt and gave me his watch, no questions asked. So he saved the day, because I don't know how I have made it down the aisle or down the aisle or through the ceremony with pants that were going to be kind of sliding off. So thank you again, Mike.
I would like to give a special thanks to all my sisters who showed up for our wedding. Only one of my sisters couldn't make it, but everybody else was there, and I guess I have a lot of sisters. And so my sister Lydia, my sister Nicolette, my sister Lavise, my sister Olivia, my sister Tasha, they all showed up, and they came from all over, all parts. Lydia came in from Arizona, Nicolette came in from Philly, Natasha came in from Sacramento, Vise came in from Redlands, and Olivia came in from Michigan. And so we were super grateful. Thank you. And how you all showed up to put flower arrangements together and just be there, and with your energy was just incredible. Thank you, my sisters, my hearts.
My sisters now.
Yes, your sisters too.
Hey, sissies.
Hey, sissies.
Yes. And we'll say hello to Jessica too.
Yes, and Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Missed you, baby.
Yes. And now we'd like to thank our kids, Marky, Cheyenne, Naya, Alyssa. They were part of the ceremony, and they gave us a gift of something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Yeah, I knew it. And they were all very thoughtful and emotional gifts. The something blue from Marky was very sweet. It was a personalized handkerchief with a special message from to me. And then Naya also gave me something new, which was a hand carved bracelet that was giving a shout out to my childhood nickname, but it was very sentimental and it meant a lot to me. And it's here with me now in Mexico. So
a little wooden hand-carved jumba.
Yes, it was a little
hand-carved
jumba.
and hand-painted.
Yes, it was beautiful and thoughtful. So yeah.
Yeah. And Alyssa and Cheyenne did something old and something borrowed. And they read a poem. I get emotional. Alyssa read a poem. And I was a little confused when she was reading it because I thought she said, you know, I'm in heaven and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this seems like somebody's past. And so she was reading it as if from my grandmother. And also Rosetta's mom, Julie, who both were very, very special to me and like mother figures. And then this something borrowed was Mama Julie's locket. And then inside of the locket was a picture of me with my Nana, my grandmother, when I was a baby. So it was absolutely, my children, our children,
Yes.
are so thoughtful and beautiful and amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And they also gave me away
Yeah, they sure did.
to this guy.
Yes.
And they did a beautiful
They did a
job
great
walking
job.
me down the aisle. And also, we want to thank Terry's parents.
Yeah.
My parents, too.
Yes, my parents, Terry Sr. and Mildred Jingles. Where do I begin? They just have been such of an amazing, I can't even say support. It's just, you just don't know what love is until you have Terry and Mildred as your parents. And only me and my sister know what that means. And nothing of my life would be what it is without them. So they having them sit there and in the front row and experience me and Carmen commit to each other for a lifetime, and to feel their love and support radiate up to us while we're up there saying our vows just means the world to us. We had a pretty special part in the ceremony where before we exchanged our rings, we had them passed around the front row of the ceremony, and that was Carmen's parents, my parents, and just mostly our family, and they got to bless the rings, and
It was a ring warming.
ceremony, and they would bless it or say a prayer for it, and before they gave it back to us to put it on each other's fingers. So I felt every inch of the prayer that my parents were giving towards us. Those rings got warm. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much to both of you for always supporting our union and for just loving us the way you do. You just support us fully, and we love you back. And we can't wait to host you.
In a few weeks.
In a few weeks. I'd also like to thank my mom, who cut a bunch of
Succulents.
from her yard
Yes.
to contribute to all the succulents that Rosetta was
Clipping from other people's yards. Yes.
Rosetta, you are a trip. I love it.
Gangster.
So gangster, and I love you. And also for our luggage and just being so super supportive during this time. I really needed it, and I saw you show up for me.
Yes.
Thank you. Also to my father, Chulo,
Yes.
who's an accomplished bassist, and he's played bass forever, and he learned how to play guitar for my wedding, for our wedding.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he learned the song, maybe a month before or 2 months before the wedding, and he performed it that day, and it was beautiful. And he also, at the end of the song, he added his own little touch and played a little part of Jingle Bells that I didn't really hear during the ceremony, but not until he told me. And then when we went back and listened to or watched the video, he was like,
Jingle bells.
because our last name is Jingles.
That's our last name.
Yes. No, that was very, very sweet. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dad. I
Yes.
appreciate you so much.
Oh yeah. Now we want to thank our flower girl and ring bearers. The flower girl was our niece Thea, and she looks
Thea Lux.
Thea Lux. Yes,
Thea Lux.
she was so beautiful and so pretty, and so she had so much poise, and walking down that aisle and just dropping those little flower petals, and her hair looked good, her dress looked good, and she was the perfect flower girl.
She was so perfect.
Yeah, she was so pretty. So.
And our ring bearers
Yes.
were our nephew Knox.
Knox
Power.
Knox Power, yes. And
Our grandson,
Kai.
Eduardo.
Yeah. And he's 3 years old. So we thought it'd be nice to have our nephew Knox, who's 11, help him get down the aisle without any, I don't know, distractions or mishaps. And he did really well. I don't even know if he really needed an escort. But I was glad to have both of them part of our ceremony. And they both looked very handsome and very cool. And like, I love having them part of the ceremonies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Thank
Somebody pulled up Kai's suspenders a little high, so my little grandson looked like he had was waiting for a flood when he walked down the aisle. But nevertheless,
That's hilarious.
incredibly handsome, and he did such a beautiful job.
You did a great job. Thank you, buddy.
Our little baby.
Thank you, buddy.
And he gave Papa his little.
You
What
can
is
do a
this?
little-
He does this, and then you do
go
this.
like this. Yes. So that was sweet.
Yes.
So thank you, Kai. Thank you, Knox.
Thank you, our babies.
And I want to thank my sister Kim, who
What do you call her?
I can't put that on blast. I can't put that here. I'm not going to do it like that.
She'd be
But-
mad.
Yeah, she would be mad. But I want to thank her for showing up and getting Thea ready, getting Knox ready, and probably being in Randall's ear about getting him ready as well too. She's a leader. She's a leader. So
Because she's a Leo. She's my Leo sister.
she's a Leo. So she is. Yes.
And you looked beautiful,
Yeah, you
Kim.
did. You did, sis.
really looked so beautiful.
I love you.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you so much.
And we'd also love to thank all our nephews for helping out. And this is one of my best friend Marie's sons and my best friend Rosetta's sons. This is Mateo and Nino and Miles and Kazrick. We just want to thank you, the four of you boys, for just showing up. Like, you were all dressed. And Mateo, you was wearing them Gucci shoes. And you were just picking up chairs and loading them in and doing all that. All of you were. You guys were just so amazing, and thank you. I didn't really get to see because I was, getting clammed up, but
I saw it.
Papa T saw everything.
I saw it, and you guys are all some straight up good young men,
Yeah.
and so respectful and so just kind-hearted
Yeah.
dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
And not to mention, all four are gorgeous.
oh yeah,
Gorgeous.
hey, they ain't gonna have no problems in these streets.
No. Miles has modeled, in Paris, and the rest of the boys have just looked like they just walked off of GQ magazine. All of them.
but for
Amazing.
them, but they still have hearts of gold and are perfect gentlemen, and I appreciate having y'all all in my life, our life. Yes,
I love you.
yes.
And to add to that list of beautiful young men who helped us out on the day of our wedding, we would love to thank
Ajax, man, you came through in the clutch. Every time I turned back around, you were right there.
He was
And
Terry's little shadow that
He
day.
was, and he was just so supportive before, during, and after, the day after the wedding.
Yeah.
Ajax, man, you showed up.
Helped to unload the U-Haul
Yeah, he
with
was-
all our girls, and
Man, Ajax,
Yeah.
you were a good guy. You were a good fella, and we truly appreciate you being in our lives, being in our daughter's life, and we thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it.
yeah, we do. Thank you, Ajax. Take care of our baby in San Francisco.
Yep, and finish our semester strong.
Yes.
Yay. And we also want to thank one of my good friends, Michael Velasquez. He has been one of my good friends for over 20 years now at this point, I think. Yeah. And he helped, he was here just to come watch the wedding and support us, but he helped
Stayed
at the end of the night and helped us pack up in the U-Haul.
Remember, small budget means we stay till the end. take the wedding dress off, put sweats on,
And take
suit
off the
comes
suit,
off, we
sweats.
load up the U-Haul
Yes, and
and
drive back 20
the 20 miles in the U-Haul.
So Michael,
Forget the cans on it. We should have. Somebody should have put cans on the back of the U-Haul.
we should have did that, seriously. But yeah, so Michael stayed behind and helped us pack up the U-Haul, and so did Sean too. So we want to give Sean a thank you for that as well.
Thank you, Sean. Superstar.
But that's just who Michael and that's who Sean. That's who they are. Those are the kind of people who give you their right hand if they could, and I'm forever appreciate you guys for.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Just being really good.
Also, John did too. That John is Rosetta's partner, and John, you really showed up, man.
Yeah, you did.
Like from building the arch to setting it all up, and collecting the wood from the beach, and then staying to help load up and take down the whole ceremony area and all that stuff. Like, you're just a good guy.
You are. We see you, John. We do. We really do,
You
man.
really
And
are.
We truly appreciate you, and glad to have you in our part of our lives as well.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
man. I was blown away by what you did with that arch and
Yeah.
with everything else you did. But
And you'll see him in the video, like pulling down the runner for
Yeah.
right before the ceremony, because it was like, oh, the runner was still there in the box
Right.
when the ceremony was already begun, and so Rosetta and John like pulled out the runner and ran it out. So
Yeah.
you'll see him make a little cameo.
You'll
in
see
there.
me in the cameo. Yeah. So
In the
thank
ceremony.
you, John.
Thank you guys,
Thank
all
you
of
all.
you.
Thank you all so
All of
much.
you. Next, we would love to thank Mimi Forrest, Michelet Forrest, girl.
Listen, you had my wife
Girl.
looking in that dress. Let me tell you.
Mimi had never made a wedding dress before.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was the first wedding dress she has ever made. Mimi, you killed that dress.
Mhm.
I have never felt more beautiful in all of my life. You said to me, please don't worry, I will not sleep until this dress is done. And not only until this dress is done, until you are happy with this dress. That's what you said to me. And happy, I could not have imagined a more perfect dress, Mimi. Thank you.
It was a piece of art.
It really was.
It didn't even look like it should have been like. It was worn by a princess.
Yeah.
It fit her like a glove. It looked amazing, and I just could not get over how beautiful my wife looked in that dress.
Oh.
Come down that aisle. So Mimi, I want to say thank you so much for all the time and patience and the craftsmanship.
Yeah. It wasn't easy because we didn't have again, the budget was, so we bought 3 yards of lace fabric, and we were trying to get it wholesale. So we were only allowed to buy like 3 yards at a time. Anyway, so we bought the 3 yards. Mimi ran out of the 3 yards of lace fabric. She had to literally hand cut all of the floral appliques from the lace and create her own lace, get mesh for all of the bodice, and hand sew each of the floral appliques that are on the full bodice of the dress. So it was insane what she had to do to make this dress work because of our budget. And she did it. And it's the most stunning dress I saw. Like, I didn't see anything that looked even close to this. Design-wise, yes, but not this dress was, and it was a blush color. I don't know if you could tell. The color was blush of the lace, and it was the most beautiful lace. And we couldn't get any more. We went to order more, and they had literally run out. So even if we, because we were like, we'll work it out, we'll pay for it, but they didn't have any more. And so that's what she had to do, and that's why she had to do it. And man, do I appreciate you.
I'm a creative artist, so from one creative artist to another, I can appreciate craftsmanship, and that was nothing but pure craft there. So Mimi, thank you.
Yes, and you can find some of her styles on Shein. We'll leave her information. Should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be Yeah, right.
She's dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yes. Thank you.
We'd also love to thank another person who gave us a break. And this was Eileen from Eat My Muffs.
And we ate the muffs.
We ate all the muffs. Yes.
Her cake was amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Our wedding cake was a little version of a chocolate cheesecake. I don't even like cheesecake. And this cheesecake was the best thing I've ever tasted ever.
It was so fire. It was
My God.
so full of body and fluffy, but still, it was perfect. And even like the little bites she made were amazing. And a lot of those desserts were gone. Everybody was
taking plates home.
So
Yeah.
you did your thing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you did. Another big break and blessing we received because the budget was was our day of coordinator.
Yes.
We knew that we would need somebody there during the ceremony to help make things run smoothly. We hired a day of coordinator, and this woman and her daughters were amazing and gave us the best break on price. And she helped me to book the caterer. She helped me to book all of the rentals. She helped me to make sure everything was running smoothly. They cleaned up all throughout the day so that at the end of the night we were out of there within 45 minutes.
Yeah,
I didn't even we wasted $150 because we didn't need that extra hour because they had kept up everything. And so if anybody needs a wedding coordinator, a day of coordinator, help with rentals, caterers, things like that, they even folded the cloth napkins.
Yes, they did.
So beautifully.
Yeah.
They just made our wedding just look like $1 million, and it wasn't. And Marie Velos and your daughters, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll leave her information as well. And honestly, if you're in the LA area, San Gabriel Valley area, hit her up because she is amazing and super honest and wonderful.
Yes.
Just wonderful. Also, we would love to thank my makeup artist who showed up for me. I had hired a makeup artist and paid a deposit, and he canceled on me a month before the wedding, and I was so nervous. I was really nervous, and I didn't know really what to do because I'm also a makeup artist, and so I've never really had my makeup. Well, I've had my makeup done for film and TV, but that's for somebody else. Before me, I've never had my makeup done for me, and I've never paid to have my makeup done for me.
Right.
And I wanted to look beautiful on my day.
She did.
Oh my gosh, I felt like such a beautiful princess. I really did.
She looked flawless. You guys saw the pictures. She looked really good. So
Natalie Melchev, ooh, you did your thing, girl. Not only are you stunning on the outside, you are just a really beautifully kind-hearted human being. And Nisa, thank you for helping me to find her.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Natalie, for making me feel so beautiful, making me look so beautiful on our wedding day.
you got skills. You got skills.
Yeah, you do.
For real.
And my hair.
Yes.
Nisa Anderson, my gosh, what can I say about you? I've known Nisa for many years. I was referred to her by Will Smith's ex-wife, by Cherie. Cherie recommended that I call Nisa because she had done her hair on the Ex-Wife show. So Nisa's a celebrity hairstylist. Nisa and I formed a bond 2014, I think. And she sewed in a weave on my hair because my hair was super short and I was trying to grow it out. So I got to see her often and we got to talk and we bonded, and I just love you. You're like my family. So of course, when I thought my girlfriends, my bride crew were like, you're not doing anything on the day of your wedding. You have to get your hair done. You have to get your makeup done. And I was like, yes. First time I've ever done that, ever. And so, of course it was gonna be you. Thank you. You're my heart. I am so grateful for you. And you just made my hair look amazing.
You did your thing.
Yes,
I've known
you
you
did.
for a while, and I know what you're capable of, but you showed up and showed out that day because my wife's hair was looking glorious.
And more than that, just being with you and Natalie, who you recommended, for those few hours before the wedding were just what my spirit needed.
That's awesome to hear. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nisa.
Thank you. We would also love to thank our brother-in-law, Brian, and my sister, Louise.
Yes.
For getting us our DJ, Gary.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Gary, thank you for spinning the hits and making sure we had the song we needed it at the right time when we jumped the broom. That was a big thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a big thing that we definitely wanted to
stick
the landing on.
Stick the landing. We wanted to
Literally.
And you helped us to stick the landing.
Yes. So thank
Brian
you.
and Louise, thank you so much
Really
for that
appreciate it.
gift.
That was
Such a great gift.
So beautiful. Thank you, brother.
So thoughtful. Thank
Yes.
you. Love you. And we want to thank our photographer and dear friend, Damu Malik.
Damu killed it. We got some of the best pictures ever from him.
Yeah.
Like, all the memories from that day were captured by him. We are so appreciative.
And they're all candid shots,
Yes.
most all of them. And they were just so beautiful. He ran all over the place. He said he's never taken more pictures in his life.
I know he had about a good 3,000 photos. He had to have.
Yeah, and he edited the heck out of, like, cut them down and sent us just the best of the best. And we could not be more happy. He was a gift to us because remember, our budget was.
Yes.
And so we'd also love to thank
Eugene Bird and Tracy Toms for the gift. Damu is our photographer.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. You guys captured our wedding for us, and we can't be more thankful for you.
Yeah. Damu is a really talented photographer and singer.
Yeah, he is.
He's super dope.
So we'll definitely link his Instagram.
And his Spotify.
Yes, in our description and on the bottom right here.
Yeah. And we know who Tracy Toms and Eugene Bird are.
Right.
No?
So
Thank you guys.
thank you guys.
We love you.
Yes. And we want to thank our boy, Jamel Holden. We had the guest come and do a video message for us, and he was the one in charge of recording that for us. So everybody who was there sent us a well wishes and a bon voyage for our trip via message. So he was the one running the camera for us. So
Yeah. So kind.
that was very cool.
Yeah.
He came in last minute. We had somebody else lined up and it didn't work out, but he came in last minute and knocked it out the park. So Jamel, thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now we're going to thank the people who gave us our toast. First, I want to thank my dad for giving a very heartfelt speech, very emotional speech, and he said a lot of things that I didn't even know that he thought, and it was cool to discover something about my dad that day. So just want to say thank you, Dad, for your beautiful speech. I also want to thank two of my best friends, Omar Dorsey and Eugene Bird. They also gave very heartfelt speeches, and I'm so honored to have you guys speak on our day. I couldn't have it any other way. So to my mom, to my dad, to Omar and Eugene, thank you guys.
You see our unofficial wedding party kind of happening, just kind of came together. Also to my dad, who was so cute and couldn't really get through emotionally his speech. It was so beautiful. And also to my best friends, Rosetta and Michelle. I just truly appreciate the words that you spoke to both of us on our wedding day. And you know, one of my girlfriends said to me later that our wedding day was a pivotal moment for her sons, and that they said that it was a moment that changed their lives and the way they perceived strong men. They said they had never seen such love and strength and vulnerability come from kind-hearted, beautiful, strong, powerful men like they had that day. And they had never experienced love in the way they saw it displayed that day.
Yeah.
And that's just a credit to, the love we share.
Yeah.
And also the love that surrounds us.
Definitely.
So you guys made that.
Yeah, we're definitely have a blessed family and tribe of friends around us, and we couldn't have done any other stuff without you guys. So this is a video I want to do for you guys and tell you guys from the bottom of our hearts how much we love and appreciate everybody. And thank you. Love you guys. Bye guys.
Bye guys.